Hi everyone. I thought I'd just use some of this drip off, and I still have some paint left in my pitcher. So here we go. It's coming out very slowly. There's some of it. And now I need my little palette knife. Let's do a little bigger palette knife. Because I want to take care that I put it on there very carefully. See, there we go. That is pretty. Just letting it slide down a little bit so I have total coverage. Now, if you can see that, this would be amazing for anything you want to cut out. There it is. So I'm going to put this one away and do the next one. And now we have a lot of drip off still on the plastic, as you can see. And I wanted to do some yellow and show you look at that stuff, so that's beautiful, isn't it? And this is what we call lacing. So the lacing, you achieve that by having a thin film of paint like that, and then putting another layer on top with a palette knife or something that you can swipe with, like that. And then you heat it up. And there it goes. Now this is so pretty that I almost want to keep it. This one, not that one. But this one is really beautiful. And I'll get you guys down to show you how pretty it is from up close. Look at that. This one is pretty too. Some perfect lacing here. But this one is really pretty. And I'm going to try and keep that because I think that would look really cool here. This bit would look cool in jewelry. And it's pretty thick, so what I'm going to do when I stop videoing, I'm going to cut this out, this piece of plastic, and I'm going to support it and let it dry, and I'll peel it off. Now, I still have some paint left, so what I'd like to do is do something really dramatic. So I'll get the blues, all the blues I have. Let's see, is there some left? And see, that's the only downsides of this, that if you don't have any room to put this down, you can't see what I did, but I put some light blue in the dark blue. And then now I'm going to do that again with this light blue. So we have a bunch of blues, as you can see. Then I'm going to pour some orange around it, and some yellow, but not too much, and some green, and again, not too much. And I want some brown in the middle. Let's see, is it coming out? I don't think so. It needs some help. And then I'll have to clean off this palette knife. Ooh, maybe we could do a little squishy thing. Let's see. Nah, I don't think so. Let's not do that. Let me clean this off. Where's my little rag? No rag. That's pretty clean. That's it. That's what I was looking for. Now, as you can see, I torched this pretty long, and as you can see, this Yupo is still as flat as can be. It's, you know, it just does not warp, and that's why you have to buy the heavier Yupo. 300 microns, that's the best. I sell this in my shop. Lots of people have already bought it because they're catching on that this is perfect stuff to pour acrylics on, and afterwards use it to make beautiful things. So it's just as flat as can be, even though I just torched it a very long time. And now I'm just gonna let it do a couple of things. Just let it go down here a little bit, because I don't really like too many stripes in the work. So now it has a little bit more of a dynamic movement over it. So we're gonna save this one too. Don't think you can really see the beauty of it all, but when it's dry I'll show it again. That's number 3. Now we're going to cut that out, so that's number 4, and you can see how many different pieces you can make out of the drip off. Now I'm just going to do one more because I'm not going to use this paint anymore. And some really nice dark turquoise. And maybe a little green because I like green. And this time we're going to smush it. So we just take another Yupo, put it on top, but we have to make sure we don't drop on this. Wow, this one is amazing. Look at that. That is pretty. Now I hope it sells. Yep, it does. Now this is macro stuff. This is the stuff that makes absolutely stunning macros. What I would take a macro of is this piece here with the blues coming through. This is beautiful. I'm gonna put this one away fast. And of course we have the other one. This is the other one. Pretty much the same. You can see how long I'm torching this. So really, people, trust me when I say this is the stuff you need if you want to have something like this to torch. This is also a very cheap way of testing your pores. I did this in the beginning. I did like I think 1,000 of these just to see how the paint works, how the torch affects the paint, how the silicone works, all that kind of stuff. I'll get you down one more time and show you a really good close-up. There it is. Now look at that. Oh, that would be a beautiful, beautiful macro. The colors don't really pop on this one because well, it does for real in real life, but because of the glare of the lights, you're not really getting the true colors. But believe me, they are really beautiful in real life. Now that is beautiful, isn't it? That is pretty. Ooh, that would look really good as a macro here. Look at that. And for the people that are just joined into my channel, don't know what macros are, a macro is a picture you take with a macro lens. And for a lot of people starting out with this acrylic pouring, I know you can achieve, everyone can achieve something like this because you saw me do it. You just put some paint on the Yupo, stick a Yupo on top, pull it apart, and you torch it. So that is pretty easy to do for everyone. It accomplishes a few things. It makes sure that you know that your paint is the thickness is good. It shows that you have silicone in your paint, that the silicone works, and it's a really, really cheap way to test colors together. In the beginning, when I really didn't know what I was doing, I used this Yupo to make, I would cut them even smaller. This is an A5, this is half of an A4, and then I'd cut it in half again and in half again. So if you want to do, I'll show you how I did that. You know, just eyeball it. You don't have to measure it out. I'm sure there will be a lot of people that are perfectionists and they'll really measure it out. And you can do that because, you know, you could do this just as preparation to a pour. Let me put this one away because I want to keep this. I might be selling a lot of the Yupos later, you know, for people that want to do jewelry that don't really pour. Okay, now then you have these small little Yupos, and you could do exactly the same thing I just did. So what I did is just a little bit of paint. And I know people say, oh, you make it look so easy, but it is easy. This is all paint that I normally just throw away, so just some more on there. And now I want a lot of brown. I think that'd look really cute if I had more brown. Let me see if I can scrape some out. Yeah, that's a lot of brown. And while we're at it, I want some bronze, because I love the bronze popping through, especially for jewelry. It just makes it just that a little bit more exciting. So you press it on top and you pull it apart. You lay one down, you get your torch, and you start torching. Now this one is really pretty because I'm not sure if you can pick it up, but the cells popping through here, they have a dark brown outline, and what you can see in the middle is the bronze. So that's going to be really beautiful. Now if you cut that out, I got to get some punches, because if I were to punch them out, you would be blown away. So beautiful. So this one we're going to keep also. And we still have another one. But, you know, if you think two are just too much of the same thing, you can always take your palette knife and do something with it. Like that. Ooh, drop in there. Good thing it dropped straight in the middle. A lot of beautiful colors, and Can you imagine putting resin on top of this, that this is going to really, wow, really light up? It's going to be beautiful. Okay, putting this one away. And that's enough for the Yupo. This I want to cut out. And somewhere I have these little boards that I can just pull the plastic on top. But I won't bother you with that. So this is still beautiful. I might really cut out the whole thing. Yeah, why not? I think I have something bigger to put it on. Oh, let's see here. I could, oh no, that's my Good Eagles vinyl. Good, can't use that. Well, I'll find something. So guys, thanks for watching, and I hope I inspired you to do something with your drip off. And especially for when you're doing jewelry, I think that would be fantastic, right? Okay, so wish you all a really, really beautiful day, and I'll see you in the next video.